I think exports, of course, are an imperative for India because we are reasonably well balanced in terms of our production and demand at this time. Of course, some headroom for more demand happens as incomes rise and more people consume more. But our productivity headroom is a lot more than our consumption headroom. So that means if you have to keep the prices attractive and incomes good for the farmers, we have to export. And that opportunity to really grab, yes, there is a world demand also. And the issue is in terms of how do we really competitively raise our production so that you are able to export without relying on subsidies from the government. Now, in order to plug into global markets with more value-added products than just commodities, there needs to be a paradigm shift. I mean, conventionally, we have been an exporter of residual commodities. Whatever is surplus in a given year because of a better monsoon, or after government has procured lots of grains, you have surplus stock, therefore you subsidize and export. So from that situation, you need to really become a competitive exporter, and that basic paradigm shift will be required. So this would mean essentially a few different things that one has to do. We need to really do a focused effort at what are the value chains where we have a comparative advantage as a nation, plugging into global value chains for the value added, whether it is let's say marine and seafood, both because of our great aquaculture as well as the long coastline, our diversity of horticulture crops that we have both for fresh produce and processed, our unique position in spices, are in basmati rice. There are a number of value chains where India has got a great advantage.
Right.
And there is a good upside. So need to plug into global value chains and then keep pushing into the next step of what further value-added process we can deliver there with the kind of policy which moves away from a residual exporter. And the last export policy had recognized some of it. The second bit is that having recognized, identified that set of crops. In fact, recently, the 15th Finance Commission had created a high-level expert group and sought a report on what can be done to do this precisely because of this imperative. And the chairman of ITC was the chairman of that group, and therefore I happen to be associated with that work in supporting that group. So the conclusion there was that after identifying these high potential products with comparative advantage and plugging into these value chains, all the resources then need to be developed holistically for the value chain. A couple of times I talked about how we need to do in an integrated manner. So very similar kind of effort has to happen here. An integrated effort in terms of producing right varieties of crops, following appropriate hygienic conditions and subsequent processing, and reducing the logistics cost. I mean, logistics cost, for example, in India is about 14% of GDP.
Right.
A global average about 6 or 7%. I mean, agriculturally, most competitive countries are at 3 or 4%. So I think that headroom needs to then bring in those investments. And therefore, that convergence of resources on one side from the market-oriented private value chain participants to connect with the market and these investments in processing and logistics, from the government for the other core infrastructure in terms of irrigation and roads and those kind of infrastructure, and from the farmer side aligned with this demand to be able to improve the productivity. So therefore, this convergence of the resources for solving for the whole value chain holistically is the other step. And when these are orchestrated like a public-private producer partnerships, then you are able to align and in a very mission mode access this global demand that exists. So I think some of the reforms that we have just seen, as well as potentially, hopefully, the Finance Commission had taken note of these imports, and they also now, I know that have submitted their report to the government. And when I think some of these things hopefully are taken on board,
Right.
then I think the whole environment also becomes more conducive
Right.
for this.